Well, good morning, my friends. Welcome to the Back Shed. It is Monday, June 12th. No, June 13th, 2022, episode number 110. Here we are together, and it's good to be here together with you this morning in my shed. Welcome. I'm glad you decided to join me. I am doing things a little differently today. As you can tell, I have a bit of a different camera angle. And the reason is I'm using my GoPro to film this morning. And I normally do not use the GoPro, but it's symbolic of what's getting ready to happen with the old sabbatical coming up. The GoPro is going to be mounted in the front windshield of the car, and we'll be using it to film road footage of the drive along the way. Good morning, my friend Angie Bessenbacher. Good to see you joining me here in the shed. Christy Kasprick, my friend. Sure appreciate you too. Goodness gracious. I gonna miss you all. If you haven't seen, Sunshine's hanging out down here with me. Sorry, girl. There's Sunshine hanging out here. Come here, girl. Come on over here. Say hi to hi to my friends. Barb, good morning. Good to see you too. Joining us from Cleveland this morning. You're going to have to excuse me this morning because I have this set up a little differently. It's distracting me as I'm looking at the different screens. I got to remember to look at you all right there at the camera. But I'm hoping to have over the next few minutes both of my sons, Titus and Peter, joining me. I had promised you, if you were watching last week, I had promised you that my wife April would be here, and she's not with me this morning. She's got to be over at the school getting some last minute work done, and we have folks inside the house that are cleaning up the house too. So it's going to be nice and clean while we're gone, and when we get back, it'll be ready for us. So yes, and I do want to show you that indeed we're going to see if I can move the camera around. The dog does lick the lawnmower. If people doubted me when I told you about that, she licks the lawnmower, and it's something I don't know. I guess she's not getting enough vegetables. Peter,
I can confirm.
He's here. Sunshine, get out of the way. Here, let's move you up a little closer in here so we can get you on the microphone and so on.
She went back to licking the lawnmower.
I know. That's what she does. She's good at that task. Hopefully Titus will get here in a minute. That's our camera today, right there.
That one. Oh, the GoPro.
The GoPro.
Got it.
Let's see. So we have Linda Chapman watching, Barb, Christy, Peter.
Let's see.
What are you up to today?
Geometry.
Why are you up to geometry?
So I can take calculus my senior year.
He's thinking, the boy is thinking ahead. Like, look at this guy. He is thinking 3 years ahead. He's going to be a sophomore, heading into his sophomore year, but he thinks I need to be able to take calculus my senior year. So I'm going to take geometry over the summer, which is going to be interesting. It's a 2.5. Yeah, right, Christy. It's totally smart. 2.5 class. So he's getting the first half done this week. And then are you going to try to do it on the road?
Yeah.
So
depends on the internet.
We'll see how the internet goes in the remote situation. That's right. Yeah, he's smart. All right, Christy, have a great day. Thanks for joining in, and we will see you on the other end. So Peter, let's jump into a couple of things. This is going to be slightly awkward for me,
okay,
but hopefully not for you. But you joined it. You were in church yesterday.
Yes. Oh.
What? We were in Nehemiah 6, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually told me when I finished, you said good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get anything out of the message?
No.
I told you I was going to embarrass myself with this. He told me, you see, you did tell me it was good for me to use the first service message for the recorded one
Yeah.
because I embarrassed myself too much in second service.
The only thing that would have made it more funny was falling off the stage.
He told me he would pray that I did not fall off the stage.
I didn't say that. I said, I hope you don't fall off the stage because if you do, the cameras are recording.
Maybe I'd rather Titus was here.
You got me.
So we've been talking about interviewing you for a while here. Hello there. Microphone's messed up, right? Fascinating. How was school this year?
Good.
Capital Christian.
Yeah.
How was it going to a Christian high school?
It was definitely bigger because I had gone to Summit Christian, a very small private school on Hazel. It definitely felt a lot more real world.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Yeah. You have. Yeah. So how many people are in the high school at Capital?
Like 350.
Like 350. And you went from a school that had 160. Yeah. So you're
160 K through 8.
K through 8. Yeah. And you went to a high school, which is still not huge. I mean,
no, it's really not.
Morning, Valerie.
It's very small.
But
sports teams.
Yeah, you got to play soccer.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about soccer?
We had a great season. We won 0 games.
They didn't win a game. But
but we had one senior on the team, which means we had to play varsity. So we were a team with 1 senior, 1 junior, 5 sophomores, and 5 freshmen.
Right.
Playing varsity against teams of juniors and seniors.
So I think they have a lot of potential for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys stick together.
And we had like 10 players each game.
Yeah.
So we were always playing a player down.
Played. I never saw you out of a game.
Once the tournament it did happen.
Okay.
They took me off for some reason.
What about how has Christian education been for you? Like, do you feel like being at a Christian school has drawn you closer to Christ? Kind of kept you the same, pushed you away? I don't know.
I feel like it's kept me the same. I feel like if I was at a public school, I feel like I might feel like I need to, it would just prove that. But it's been helpful too that I need to follow God.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You have a Bible class.
Yes.
Good. What about, how do I say this the right way? Is the world at Capital too?
The world, yes.
Like worldly people doing worldly things.
Yes.
Sinners.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't send your kid to a Christian school to escape the world.
No.
Because it's gonna
the world will catch up.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. What else? We're going on a trip. Yes. We leave in how many days?
We leave in Thursday.
Yep. That would be 3 days. And
it's summer break. I haven't kept track of the days.
Yeah.
Only Sundays.
Today's Monday. So we're leaving Thursday. You've seen the trip around the US. Where are you looking forward to being?
I get this question asked a lot.
Everybody
don't know.
Titus got asked this question like 5 times yesterday morning.
Same. I just don't know.
Okay.
Like, I'm excited for all of it, I guess. I don't have one thing that I'm really excited about because I'm more of like a history science person and math. History, science, math.
History, science, math. Okay.
And the only thing that really like screams history is Mount Rushmore.
We're going to be kind of going along the Oregon Trail.
I didn't really like trip. 4th grade history.
You didn't pay attention in 4th grade.
I didn't like the part where they
Sorry, Mrs. Henderson.
No, I didn't
you
like
failed.
No, I like learning about like California's history. I didn't like learning about how they got there. That was just kind of boring to me.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I had heard it before and it was just repetitive.
Okay.
Repetitive.
We're going to go to, I just figured out the other day, we're going to go to Little Bighorn, which was the site of Custer's last stand.
And you and James were talking about this.
Yeah. Yeah. Is our dog still here? Hey, Titus is joining us.
Yes, he is.
There we go. We got Titus, Sunshine, Peter, and Dad in here. Where do you want to go, Titus?
I don't know.
Here, yeah. You come over here.
Stand right
We'll,
there.
we'll adjust this. We'll make sure the microphone's in a spot where they can hear
And they
you
can
as
see
well.
the dog.
And they can see the dog. This is absolutely
Yeah.
perfect. We're
I've never
looking at-
seen the screen so like wide, like
right.
I've never been able to see so much on the screen.
So we have, just so you all know, over here on the screen on the left, we have it live, our Zoom feed. We have the camera in the middle and you can see ourselves there.
Yeah.
And over on the right, we're watching the Facebook feed. So you see us scrolling back and forth. And then what's happening over on the Facebook feed is what, like 5 seconds behind. So
8.
whatever Peter says. Okay. Let's see here. Titus,
okay.
I asked Peter, he had no good answers whatsoever for this question.
That's mean.
It's true though. But I felt like yesterday when we were at church, everybody was asking you, what are you looking forward to about the
Yeah,
trip? What are you looking
like
forward to
everybody
seeing?
was
Everybody was
asking.
asking you, right?
That question is like
so
6 times.
Is there truly, Titus, something that you are looking forward to seeing on this trip?
Yeah, it's probably I like Mount Rushmore and the Ark Encounter.
Oh, Ark Encounter. That's right. And Barb, who's watching, she's up in Cleveland, which is northern Ohio. But Ark Encounter is just south of Cincinnati, about an hour, maybe less than that. Yeah. Ark Encounter. And what did you learn? You did a little report, and then step up to the microphone when you talk. So I'm having the headphones on so I can hear how everybody's talking. You did a report for us, for our family, on the Ark Encounter.
Yeah.
What are some of the things you learned about it? You don't have to be specific.
I kind of forget. That was like a month ago.
Yeah, it
when I
was
did it.
more than a month ago.
That was a while ago. Like, I'm trying to think.
Okay, well, what is it? What is the Ark Encounter?
Oh, it's Noah's Ark. It's the recreation.
Right. Recreation of Noah's Ark. Is it half the size, a third of the size, twice the size? How big is it?
I think it's the exact size.
Exact size, exact same size as Noah's Ark, as recorded in Scripture, as we are able to understand. What state is it in?
State.
I know this one because you just said it.
Yeah.
It's
What?
in Ohio.
No, it's not
Wait,
in Ohio.
No, not in Ohio.
What's south of Ohio?
South of
Right
Ohio.
below Ohio.
I totally forgot.
It's in Kentucky.
To Kentucky. I
Yep.
remember that.
And then what other thing was not far from Ark Encounter, kind of related to it, but
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's the Creation Museum.
Creation
45
Museum.
minutes away.
yeah, it's up by near Cincinnati, actually.
In Petersburg.
It's in Petersburg?
Yeah.
Man,
What do you know?
what do you know? Now, Titus, you and I had a conversation a couple weeks ago, about a week ago, and you said something like, I was looking forward. I was thinking like the first 2 days of the trip would be fun, and then after that, it's going to kind of get boring.
First
Like
week.
in the trailer. Like
Like
first
living in
week's
the
gonna be really
trailer.
fun, just
The
like
first
living
week,
in the
yeah.
trailer.
and then we'll realize that we got to do this for 5 more weeks, and we'll
Yeah.
be like, and then it'll get better, and then we'll complain a lot the second week, and then the third week
We'll be like
we'll still complain about it. We'll
But
probably complain
fourth
for like
week-
2 weeks. The
fourth
fourth
week
week,
will be
we'll be like,
fine.
all right, we're halfway. We're almost done. Halfway there.
more.
Yeah. I think we'll get used to it.
Yeah, by 4 weeks we'll.
I think it'll be normal to us.
5th and 6th week will just be
I think when we probably get home, we'll just sell our house and move into the trailer.
absolutely not.
We've got
No.
all of this in the shed is for sale for you all.
No, it's not. Wait,
Although
actually, no. This is all your power tools. Yeah,
You
you can
can-
sell all this.
you cannot have my new angle grinder. This thing is
Oh, sunshine
Bye,
left.
sunshine.
fantastic. Love that thing.
Did you tell him why you had to get that?
Because a leak developed in the wall in between
Tile, in between tile.
in
on both sides of the
between
wall.
both of our bathrooms, and both of them have tile on the wall, so I had to cut through tile through the wall to get to the leak that was inside the wall, so the plumber could come out and in about 5 minutes fix it and charge me $245 for those 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
200.
So plumbers work.
He says, I'm sorry, this is like our initial call, the cost for an initial call. Valerie, thank you so much. You'll be stopping and seeing a lot, and you won't mind the trailer too much.
We'll be outside of the trailer.
Yeah, that's the hope and desire is to be able to spend a lot of our living time outside of the trailer, and it's more of like sleeping and even like we have a whole outdoor kitchen setup going.
Yeah.
Bought this little mini grill, and cooked tri-tip on it. It was good.
Like this. And now you can't see Titus.
They may break into an actual brother fight right here, and you'll see what a great parent I am. Okay, let's see. Let's go. This is Backshed Bible Study, so we have to have something biblical in here.
Yeah, we talked about Noah's Ark. We're good.
We talked about Noah's Ark. Talked about Nehemiah. Did you listen to the sermon yesterday, Titus?
See, this is worse than me.
Barely.
This is worse than me.
Yeah, I did.
At least I remember some of the stories.
I don't know. I bet
do
Titus
remember
remembers more
stories.
details than you do.
Probably. But he's like,
Probably not.
Did you get anything out of it? No.
If you could give me a 1 minute recap, I don't want to start remembering.
I talked about stories about trying to catch campers doing bad
Oh,
things.
I
Yes,
completely
that
remember
I
it. Yeah, and
remember
you had
now.
the thing with Paul
Yeah.
where you totally
and
was a
the-
terrible friend and then redeemed yourself.
Right? Because I
Yeah.
did
for-
what?
You got him fired essentially
By doing what?
by being a
Oh, it
gossip.
was about
By being a
rumors.
gossip, rumors, sneaking around behind
Yes.
his back, not talking to him face to face, right? Not confronting him face to face.
Yeah, I remember one.
Yeah, and then with the campers, I was talking about when I would
Didn't have the evidence, but
Didn't
you knew
have the
they were
evidence.
doing something.
knew they were doing something.
Come.
Come on, doggy.
What do you have?
There she is.
What do you have?
Oh, deep.
Does she have something?
She had
Probably
something
rock.
hanging out of her mouth.
Okay.
And
And then
tongue.
and so what
No.
if I was not able to figure out, get the evidence and catch them doing what they were doing?
Yeah, that's got.
And I felt terrible that I was letting them off.
Yeah.
And what was the attitude I learned how to have?
Ask God for help. He
You
will
need
be.
Get a camera and film them during the night. Get it out.
Yeah. Why don't you just
Yeah,
like set
like-
up cameras everywhere? Like,
Yeah, like
it'd be so much easier.
yeah, so easy.
God will have justice. I don't have to inflict justice on them.
And then years later, they came back and said, "Yeah, I was doing that."
Okay. How do you like being pastor's kids?
Oh,
Let's
Oh.
talk about that.
pastors'
Oh.
kids.
Do you think that there's pressure on you to know the Bible more?
Not really. I don't feel that a
No,
lot.
Okay.
not really.
Okay, that's good.
I do get blamed for everything in high school, though.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Anything happens tech related, anything happens tech related, like if
Come
there's
on,
no sound for a
Peter, why'd you
video,
do that?
that's what happens.
Is that because you're a pastor's kid or you're volunteering in the sound booth?
Both, but mostly
The
I'm
sound
pastor's
because
kid.
he's
What?
volunteering in the sound
Yeah.
booth. No, I think it's.
I
mostly
think your
Or if it-
logic is flawed.
No,
Peter.
also
I
if
think it's
anything like hit something, it's all Peter, why'd you do that? Peter, why'd you do that? Peter.
But do they
I think
say,
you're getting-
Peter, you're the pastor's kid. You should have this figured out.
No, I
Okay.
don't get that.
No, Peter. I think you're getting things mixed up from at home. And
Okay. So that's
What?
question number
What are you
one.
talking about, Titus?
Hey, morning, Micah. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, just so you all know, one of the responsibilities that I have at Sunrise Community Church that I have really enjoyed over the last 6 to 8 months has been keeping track of the Sunrise app. And Micah Paul, who is on here this morning, is going to be overseeing our app for the summer. So huge kudos, huge thank you to Micah for making that happen. He'll be updating that. He'll be putting in the sermon notes and so on. So
Is that right, Tammy?
there you go. What? Who's Tammy?
Yeah, you don't remember from your sermon?
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah, you
Tammy.
don't remember your
Tammy
own
is
sermon.
that
Wow.
second service. If you guys got to be in second service, that was so fun when called out Tammy.
That was really fun.
Nah, you won't break it, Micah. Let's see here. So, we were talking about being pastors' kids. Anything else? Like, do you feel like people in our church put any extra pressure on you guys to act or behave or to be someone that might be hard to be?
I feel like I remember getting that like a few years ago, but not anymore. When I used to run
Not
all
really?
chairs, that was fun.
People at our
Those
church are pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I love when Titus walks around with me on Sunday mornings before first service, and he's always behind the camera when we're doing the pre-show in the morning. So a lot of people ask you questions along the way, don't they? They kind of
Right.
see you hanging out with me and they're just like, hey,
Yeah.
how's life, Titus? What are you looking forward to in the trip? A lot of people talk to you. Is it weird that so many people know who you are, but you don't know who they are?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can account for this because I think
I
because
mean,
I'm the
that doesn't
oldest,
really
I
happen
get
that much,
I
though.
get a lot of people come up to me or say hi or something. And yeah, it's like, oh hi. You just like act along, I guess. I don't know these people. Like,
Do you want to know a little secret?
Doesn't
Yeah,
really
you do the
happen to
same
me.
thing.
I don't always know all of them either.
yeah, I know.
I know Valerie though. Valerie says, are you taking Sunshine on your trip? No, we're not.
It's so sad.
I know. She's staying here. We're just going to put,
She would have so much fun.
we're buying 2 big bags of dog food in a big trough. We're just going to dump them in there, put a bunch of water.
Get a bathtub full of water for her.
No,
She can go to the toilets too.
she's learned how to flush the toilet.
Wait, Sunshine?
No,
Wait,
but I would
what?
love to teach my dog to do that. I would love to teach a dog to use the toilet, but no. Yeah, right, Christy? Bye backyard. No, Larissa Brennan, who's the daughter of Danny and Elena Brennan that go to Sunrise. Larissa went through our youth ministry at Sunrise. She's going to be staying at our house and watching Sunshine. So
Her
Sunshine will
brother.
be in great hands. I think my guess is Sunshine will probably get more attention from Larissa than she gets from us. But you know,
Probably true.
Alyssa, good to see you here watching along today. Maggie, Colorado Springs. We're going to be coming close. We're passing through Pueblo on our way back up to Westcliff this summer, where we'll be for about a week of our trip.
Westcliff
So we'll wave at you.
is the best.
Westcliff is the best. Well, you know what, guys? Seriously, like, it really encourages me that you don't feel overly pressured in our church to be
Yeah.
somebody that you aren't. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you would feel drawn towards following Christ. I hope that's something that our church would do, but that nobody would ever say, you're the pastor's kid, you should be acting such and such. So what are the benefits? Real quick, what are the benefits of being a kid of a pastor?
Kid of a pastor?
Right?
Oh,
Mm.
I would say I have a really good connection / relationship with Cord and Jesse.
Mm.
Like, it's really nice because like I get to hang out with them a lot because he's always early on Sundays. So it's fun to hang out, talk about stuff.
They treat you nicer because you're my kid?
No,
Oh,
it's the opposite.
it's probably true.
You probably told them to.
No, I did not tell them. It's hard. I have to really work to not like try to be sneaky and go, okay, Cord, how's Peter doing? I try not to do that unless I'm just being like a normal parent. Titus, how about you? Do you benefits, anything that you see as an advantage of being the son of a pastor?
I get to take the donuts because you're always too busy talking and you can't stop me from taking the donuts at the end of second service.
The donuts at the end of second service.
Yeah.
He loves the donuts, and he can
From
go.
that one class that just doesn't care when you walk in and take them.
What class is that? If you could name the class.
It was the sunlight class.
It's the sunlight class. See, Titus remembers everything. I love this kid.
Well, I didn't go to it, so Titus the one who walked into it.
This
I
is
only
because
went once.
Titus comes along with me, and he's just like, we sniff out the donuts. And sunlight class always has donuts. So we better wrap this thing up because everyone's going to be like, well, I'm just sitting here watching three guys in a shed being really random.
But it's funny.
Okay, so see if we can answer this. We're going to try to be on a little more of a serious note. We're getting away as a family for 6 weeks. Okay, so I have, and part of sabbatical for me is I have a goal of this being a renewing time, maybe getting into some better habits and getting rid of some bad habits. So like one of those habits that I'm working on while we're gone is social media, where I'm going to delete the Facebook and Instagram apps from my phone and not look at social media and not post on social media for the entire time that we are gone. And so I think that's something that's going to help me be just be a better person and be more focused on God, be more focused on my family and enjoying time with them. So that's a goal I have, is to be able to not be distracted by things like that. Any goals? I don't know. I think you're sitting on
This.
you know what that is?
Isn't that
That is
like
pathway stabilizer that Titus is sitting on. That is
Very
meant, you
stable.
put that on decomposed granite,
which we should have got some actual decomposed granite instead
Instead
of
of
not
fake
the fake stuff that we have.
It's terrible. It's really bad.
Okay, so
Get rid of
but
it.
back to a serious way. Any
Right.
goals for you on the trip that like, hey, I want to read 3 books, or I want to
I
Maybe
want
personal
to
goals
improve soccer skills.
on a
Mo-
road trip?
Yes, especially for juggling. Like when we're at like a campsite, because
I
my
can go with that.
juggling skills are not amazing.
Yeah.
And that would be
My
helpful
juggling
for ball
skills are
control.
Horrible.
Well, I know that.
Okay, Titus, do you have any goals?
Not really.
That's okay. Peter has a goal of swimming in every one of the Great Lakes.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just, you know,
Oh, okay. Okay. Maggie Lagos says, have the boys keep a journal of the trip.
Oh, yeah, we
Drawings
are.
too. So
Done.
they have journals already. We've gotten them. Well, Aunt Karen
Karen, yes.
got them travel journals.
Thank you, Aunt
and
Karen. If you ever watch
If
this,
you watch, she watches occasionally.
occasionally.
And Aunt Karen got them travel journals that are really cool and have places to draw and observe what you see. They're not, how many days were in the journal? 40 days?
19.
And we're on a 42-day trip. But there are some places where we'll be for like 4 days. So you can just do one
Just
day.
like
Glacier.
the stops.
Yeah.
Are we? Where's the other place that we're gonna be like 3 or 4 days? Where's
Mount Rushmore.
Mount
Oh.
Rushmore.
Yeah, the Black Hills,
Isn't that
Badlands,
Interesting.
Mount
Are we
Rushmore.
gonna be at like?
Glacier.
But there are a couple places we don't really need to do because it's like
Yeah, I mean, we're
Just
spending
this.
a night at an RV park at a casino in Iowa.
such a
I don't
horrible
think
thought.
we
He
need
planned it.
to.
He planned it. It wasn't me.
It's cheap. It was like $35 and has full hookups, and it's right next to the.
Earlier you said 25.
Maybe it was. I don't know. I'm a pastor. I exaggerate. It's
That's not
right
good.
by the intersection of, let's see, it's Missouri. No, not Missouri. It's Iowa Minnesota, and South Dakota. It's we're like a half a mile from the border. There's a little dot on the map where those 3 states come together, and so we're staying at a RV park at a casino. How fun is that?
Yes.
And it's right across the street from a cornfield.
Yay.
Okay.
That was really anticlimactic.
That's it. Really was.
Very.
Yeah. But yeah,
On
other
Facebook,
places.
I just saw it.
Right?
Corn.
Did someone put a corn
Wait.
emoji
What?
flying up there?
Oh, probably.
No.
That would be awesome
Maybe.
if they did.
It'd be funny.
I didn't see it.
Where else are we going to? Oh, Lake Erie. We're going to be at Lake Erie for 3 nights. And one of our days that we're at Lake Erie, we're going to do a day trip up to Buffalo to go to
The stadium there.
The stadium.
I have failed.
Yeah.
Canada.
Close.
Somewhere near
Niagara
Niagara
Falls.
Falls.
Bingo. There we go.
Niagara Falls in Buffalo? What?
It's just outside of Buffalo.
Oh,
We'll
It's
go
in New
right
York.
through Buffalo up to Niagara Falls.
it's in New York, right?
We're going to be on the U.S. side, not the Canadian side, although I've heard the Canadian side is better. But we don't want to deal with the hassle of crossing in.
Yeah, we don't want to deal with Luke.
Don't lose
Yeah.
Amelia in the cornfield. That is great advice, Valerie. I will follow up with that.
Yeah.
She's the one that would wander away into the cornfield.
Yeah,
So,
well,
yeah.
Crossing
Yeah.
the street into the
But it's
corn-
across the street, and yeah. But thank you. We will think of you, Valerie
probably-
Connor, in Iowa as we were watching. The cornfield is actually in South Dakota
Oh,
because
Wait.
the RV park is on the south side of the border in Iowa, and on the north
Ooh.
side of the street is South Dakota.
I'm gonna go into the
Cool.
cornfield. And
Yeah.
be in
So you could
just
say I
at
was in
the
a-
same time.
Right.
I was in a corn.
Stand in the middle of the street and say you're in 2 states at once.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been in 4 states at once.
All right.
I have.
Not the
I
flags.
have it because I was.
We
2 years
we need to
old.
land this
Okay.
plane because this is getting ridiculous.
You
Okay.
love planes. We love takeoff.
Yeah.
We are still climbing.
I did a
We
sermon.
haven't even started
I did a
cruising
sermon
yet.
one time, and the guy said, "Cliff, you took us on a great flight. You took us up. It was a great takeoff. It was a great in-flight cruising, but the landing was really abrupt and rough."
See, that's what he does.
That was my sermon. So we're going to take a ride on the Maid of the Mist. Yeah, I want to do that. So we'll see. Hey, stop.
Tim,
Seriously. Now Barb would know
Brothers,
because
brothers.
Barb's up and outside of Cleveland, which we're actually going to kind of pass through Cleveland.
Okay.
And
Gonna
Gonna get
then
another stadium there?
maybe we'll wave at the poor Browns. Sorry, Browns, you guys stink. And you're losing Baker, so there you go.
AFC West, most dominant division in the NFL this season. Can't convince me
Wait,
otherwise.
didn't they
man.
get Deshaun Watson?
Did they get Deshaun?
Yeah, I think they did.
Okay,
Uh,
maybe they'll get
It's not
better.
that
oh, they have a chance.
They had their best season in a while this last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was good.
And then they got
They
rid
were
of their
now in
quarterback.
16.
Then they
Like,
got rid of their quarterback.
like,
I
bro,
mean,
what?
at least they got Deshaun Watson.
I've looked everywhere but the camera today. All right.
Same. I always look at the
Same.
screen, so it
Yeah,
I
kind
like
of looks
the
like I'm
screen.
looking at
Right.
I kind of.
Okay. Got anything else, boys?
Why are your landings like a sheer drop? Like,
No, we're not going to sheer drop. We're going to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, so grateful for you all. You've been a great, encouraging part of our lives, and thankful for our church that we are able to do something like getting away for 2 months and unplugging. And that's because we're a part of Sunrise, is a place that believes and cares for their pastors and their pastors' families. So I am extremely grateful. In the meantime, I think we've left you with some great content over the next several weeks in Backshed. So you'll still want to tune in because the next 2 weeks,
you just won't have me though, so
Or
it
me.
won't be as good.
and you'll barely
This
have
time.
me. But the
Maybe
next
that
2 weeks, they say, "Oh, we're not going to Nebraska. Sorry, Maggie.
We're going around Nebraska.
We're going around Nebraska. We're circumventing Nebraska.
Circumventing.
Yeah, where we're not going to touch it. Just go around it. It's
Circumventing.
the only state we're not touching in that region. But Linda Chapman, who's watching today, is going to be on with us, as well as Rod Robinson, Angie Bessebacher, who's watching today. Been telling you about this. We're going to just dig deep into the loss of a spouse. It's over the next 2 Mondays. You'll get to hear my interview with them. It was fantastic. You definitely don't want to miss that. And I look forward to seeing your responses to that. The week after that, I do a Backshed Rewind. My old friend Andrew Garcia, who won big on Wheel of Fortune, is going to be on there. We're going to show that episode. That was an interesting. He has just a fascinating life story where God literally saved his life, and he was bleeding out at one point, where being left for dead, and somebody stranger saved him and got help. And so he'll tell that story. If you missed it last time, it's a great episode. I'll even go back and watch it again. And then for the next 2 weeks after that, Eric Upton will be here with me. I did a great interview several weeks ago with Eric, and we turned it into a 2-part episode. He joined me from Arizona. Great story. Eric grew up at Sunrise, and God just led him in so many cool spots in ministry, and they're in the cusp of something new right now. So you'll want to join me for 2 weeks with Eric Upton. And then in that last week of July, we go back to another episode we did about a year ago, back in August, with Josh Harton, who is a sheriff at Sac County. And Josh came into the shed literally, and just really helped give some perspective on what it's like to be in law enforcement in today's very charged culture. So some great things. And then I don't know what we're doing for the next 2 weeks. And then after that, and then I'll be back middle of August, and it will be fun to be back with you. But in the meantime, you all are fantastic. And I hope you have a great summer. What?
You gonna do another one, like put the missionary perspective on there?
I might do missionary bush pilot. So we'll get I'll probably do one recorded that I do a new one, and then we'll probably get one that's another rewind. So sound good?
I think it's crazy you got missionary bush pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy's moving to Arizona now, and he's going to do his helicopter training. So that was
you should try to get him again.
That sounds
yeah,
cool.
and then we
It's
don't have to
like-
do with the middle of the night craziness. Let's pray, and then we're going to be on our
Oh
way.
wait, you did a bash in the middle of the night.
No, he
Oh.
I recorded it at night, which was 5 a.m. for him. So we had to record, and there was about a 3-second delay. So I'd say something, and then we'd wait a few seconds, and then he would talk, and it was kind of crazy. Let's pray. Father, thank you for my friends out there. Thank you for my boys here today. And we're looking forward to our time away. Thank you that you have given that to us, and that you've given us a place like Sunrise that would help make that happen. God, you're good. And I just pray that you would work in people's hearts and their lives. May they know you, and may they know your peace and your comfort. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right. Thank you, my friends. And officially signing off. And then I love these boys. I really do love them. Sometimes they think I don't, but they really do. And at this point, we're going to stop this thing. Okay. See y'all. Bye.
Sign off.
Bye.